If you're over 60, this isn't just another video, it's a conversation that perhaps no one has ever had with you, but your body has been silently asking for. Let me ask you something. Has this happened to you recently? You turn off the light, settle into bed, close your eyes hoping for rest. 20 minutes pass. Then 40. And your mind just won't quiet down. It starts replaying old conversations, reminding you of things you forgot, bringing up tasks you can't possibly fix at this hour. And then, a cold thought crosses your mind: what if I never sleep like I used to again? Finally, you drift off. But it doesn't last long. You wake up. The clock says 2:13 a.m. You close your eyes again. And then, 3:41 a.m., awake once more. And so the cycle repeats. Sometimes it's because you need to use the bathroom, sometimes you're thirsty, and sometimes you have no idea why. All you know is you're tired, frustrated, and desperate for real rest. Here's the truth: insomnia in later life is not a sign of weakness, laziness, or just nerves. And it's definitely not something you have to accept as an unavoidable part of getting older. It's a sign, a deep one, that your body has changed and needs a different approach. Sleeping poorly is common, yes. But it's not normal, and it's certainly not healthy. Every bad night carries a price: more fatigue the next day, brain fog, irritability, memory lapses, a higher risk of high blood pressure, obesity, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. The problem is, many people have given up on fixing it. They've stopped even complaining, and just get through the days. But the fact that you're here, watching this, means you haven't given up. It means you're still looking for solutions. So here's your first one, something you can try tonight before we even get to the science. Swap the glass of water on your bedside table for a warm cup of chamomile tea. No, it won't knock you out instantly. But it will do something important: calm your nervous system, lower your cortisol levels, the hormone that keeps you on high alert, relax your digestion, and send a gentle but clear signal to your brain: it's time to rest. Even this small, intentional change can make a difference in just a few nights. Later, I'll show you exactly how to prepare it so it works effectively. But first, we need to understand the root of the problem. Think of sleep as having an off switch for your body and mind. As the years go by, that switch starts to fail. Why? Because your body produces less melatonin. Your brain gets too much artificial light. Your circadian rhythm, your internal clock, becomes more fragile. Your hormones don't respond like they used to. And you've spent years holding on to stress and tension without learning how to release it. The result? Sleep no longer comes easily. It's no longer deep or restorative. And you can feel it, your body knows it. But here's the hopeful part: you can retrain your body to sleep deeply again, and you don't need sleeping pills to do it. You just need to know what to give your body and when to give it. In this video, I'll show you 3 things: why insomnia appears after 60 and how to tell if it's already affecting you without you realizing it. Which natural nighttime drinks can help you sleep without interruptions. Which common habits are silently sabotaging your rest even if they seem harmless. And I'll explain everything with clear medical evidence, real-life examples, and most importantly, respect for your life experience. So let's start with the first big question: why does your sleep get worse with age? Good sleep isn't just closing your eyes. It's a finely tuned biological process where your body, mind, and hormones work together in perfect harmony. But as the years go by, that harmony starts to fall out of tune. And unless you understand what's happening behind the scenes, you could spend years chasing the wrong solutions. Here's what changes in your body after 60. 1. Decline in melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone of darkness, produced by the pineal gland in the center of your brain, and it switches on when night falls. Its job? To tell your body, it's time to rest. It lowers your body temperature, slows your heart rate, and powers down your system. But with age, your pineal gland makes less melatonin. At 20, you have plenty. By 60, production can drop by half. By 75, it may be almost non-existent. The result? You take longer to fall asleep, you wake up more often, and the sleep you do get is less restorative. 2. Disrupted circadian rhythm. Your body has an internal clock that regulates your temperature, hormone release, appetite, and most importantly, your sleep. It syncs with natural sunlight. But with age, this clock becomes less accurate. To make matters worse, many older adults spend more time indoors with little natural light, and more time exposed to artificial light from screens and LED bulbs. This confuses your brain about when night actually begins, and it stops sending strong sleep signals at the right time. 3. Bladder and kidney changes. One of the most common and frustrating sleep disruptors in later life is nocturia, waking up to urinate during the night. Each time you get up, you break your deep sleep cycle, forcing your body to start from scratch. This happens more often as we age because the bladder loses elasticity and the kidneys produce more urine at night. And if you drink a big glass of water right before bed, you're adding extra strain to the system. 4. Higher nighttime cortisol levels. Cortisol is your stress hormone. In the morning, it should be high to wake you up. At night, it should be low to allow rest. But if you're tense, worried, or replaying thoughts in your head, cortisol stays high, blocking your body from entering deep sleep. As we age, our stress regulation systems get less efficient, meaning it takes longer to switch off the internal alarm. 5. Pain, inflammation, and silent health issues. For many, it's not age itself that keeps them from sleeping, it's pain. Arthritis, muscle tension, hip discomfort, restless legs all send tiny alert signals to the brain that keep it from entering deep, restorative sleep. If you're inactive during the day or not hydrating properly, inflammation builds up, making nights even more uncomfortable. Do any of these sound familiar? If you thought, "That's me," you're not alone. Millions of older adults around the world experience this. The difference is that you're looking for solutions, and that's the first step to real change. Now that you know why you don't sleep like you used to, you're ready to learn what you can do starting tonight to begin reclaiming your rest. In the next part, I'll share the first natural, clinically backed drink that's helping people fall asleep faster, wake up less often, and dream again. Let's start with the first natural drink that can truly transform your nights: Tart cherry juice, often called the ruby elixir of deep sleep. Picture this: at the end of the day, when everything is quiet and your body just wants to rest, instead of drinking a plain glass of water that does nothing but fill your bladder, you hold a glass of deep ruby red liquid. It's natural, with a slightly tart flavor. It's not wine, it's not some artificial syrup, it's Montmorency tart cherry juice. This is one of the very few natural drinks in the world, available without a prescription, that can actually help rebuild your broken sleep cycle. Take Rosa, for example. She's 74. Since retiring, her schedule changed. Without realizing it, she started sleeping less and less. She'd go to bed at 11, wake up at 1, sleep again at 3, and be up for the day by 6, exhausted. She tried valerian pills, YouTube meditations, nothing worked. Until a friend told her about tart cherry juice. At first, she laughed. "A fruit is going to fix my sleep." But she tried it. After the first week, she fell asleep faster. By the second week, she stopped waking up for the bathroom so often. By the third, she had her first truly deep, refreshing sleep in years. Why does it work so well? Because it tackles insomnia from 3 angles at once. 1. It contains natural melatonin. Yes, you can take melatonin in pill form, but your body often responds better to natural sources. Tart cherry juice contains melatonin that's produced by nature, not a lab, and delivers a gentle but effective signal to your brain: it's time to power down. 2. It helps your body make more of its own melatonin. Tart cherries are rich in tryptophan, an essential amino acid your body uses to make serotonin, the feel-good hormone, and then melatonin, the sleep hormone. Think of tart cherry juice as giving your body the blueprint, the building blocks, and the workers to rebuild your own sleep factory. 3. It reduces silent inflammation that disturbs sleep. Many older adults live with low-grade inflammation, arthritis, stiffness, muscle aches that they've simply gotten used to. But those small discomforts send signals to your brain that keep you from entering deep sleep. Tart cherries are loaded with anthocyanins, natural pigments that fight inflammation, calm irritated tissues, and protect against oxidative stress. But what does science say? A study in the European Journal of Nutrition found that older adults with insomnia who drank tart cherry juice increased their total sleep time by 84 minutes per night, lowered inflammation markers in their blood, and reported feeling more rested and less irritable during the day. Another study showed that tart cherry juice improves sleep efficiency, meaning you're not just sleeping longer, you're sleeping better. What results can you expect? Days 3 to 7, you fall asleep faster. Days 7 to 14, you wake up fewer times during the night. Days 14 to 21, you spend more time in deep sleep stages. Day 21 plus, you wake with more energy, a better mood, and a clearer mind. Of course, every body is different, but with consistency, results tend to appear. How to use it? Choose 100% tart cherry juice, no added sugar, no blends with apple juice or high fructose syrup. Drink 1 glass, 150 to 240 milliliters, about 1 to 2 hours before bed. Create a small bedtime ritual. Pour your juice, sit somewhere quiet, dim the lights, take 3 deep breaths, sip slowly as if it's medicine for your rest. If you have diabetes, choose a no added sugar version. If you take blood thinners or sedatives, check with your doctor first. Now, let's move on to the gentle power of chamomile, the natural hug for your nervous system. If tart cherry juice works primarily on your biology, chamomile works on your mind and emotions. It's been used for centuries to calm anxiety, ease digestion, and prepare the body for rest. And modern science has confirmed what our grandmothers always knew. Chamomile is one of the most studied herbs in the world for its ability to induce deep, restorative sleep without dependency. Let me introduce you to Luz Marina, 76. A widow for over a decade, she lives alone, surrounded by photos and memories. She lies down at 10, but her mind doesn't stop until 1 a.m. Worries, nostalgia, unresolved thoughts. Then she began using chamomile not just as a drink, but as a ritual. Every night she boiled water, steeped her tea, turned off the lights, lit a small candle, and sat breathing with the warm cup in her hands. After 10 days, she realized it was no longer her thoughts deciding when she slept, it was her. Why does it work? The key is a compound called apigenin, a flavonoid that binds to GABA receptors in the brain. These receptors regulate neural activity. When activated, they slow mental activity, reduce anxiety, and promote deep relaxation. Chamomile works gently, without sedating, altering, or creating addiction. Benefits: shortens the time it takes to fall asleep. Reduces nighttime awakenings. Relaxes the digestive tract, great for those with nighttime bloating or discomfort. Lowers cortisol, stress hormone. Stabilizes mood and promotes a calmer morning. Science-backed proof. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that older adults who drank chamomile twice a day for 28 days reported significant improvements in sleep quality and reduced anxiety. Another study in people with mild to moderate insomnia showed chamomile improved sleep efficiency, meaning more of your time in bed is spent truly asleep. How to prepare it properly? Use whole dried flowers, not commercial tea bags, which are often lower in potency. Add 1 generous tablespoon per cup of hot water. Heat the water until just before boiling, don't boil hard, as it destroys the essential oils. Pour water over the flowers and cover immediately to trap the beneficial vapors. Steep for 10 to 15 minutes, strain, and drink slowly 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Optional, add a little honey, if you're not diabetic, or a drop of lemon for aroma. Make it a ritual. Turn off screens 30 minutes before. Sip your tea in low light. Take 3 slow breaths while holding the cup. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. Or jot down anything on your mind so you can let it go for the night. If you often feel mentally wired, anxious, or find yourself waking at 2 to 3 a.m. without reason, chamomile can be your gentle, natural ally. If tart cherry juice is the ruby elixir and chamomile is the gentle hug, then golden milk is the warm, comforting embrace that soothes your body from the inside out. Golden milk, also known as turmeric latte, has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine as a nighttime remedy to ease the body, calm the mind, and prepare the nervous system for rest. And while it's rooted in tradition, modern science now confirms many of its powerful benefits. So what makes this drink so special? It's the combination of 4 key ingredients. 1. Milk, whether dairy or a plant-based alternative, is naturally rich in tryptophan, the same amino acid found in tart cherry juice. Tryptophan supports the production of serotonin, the happy hormone, and melatonin, the sleep hormone. 2. Turmeric, its active compound, curcumin, is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatories known. It helps reduce joint and muscle pain that often keeps older adults tossing and turning at night. 3. Black pepper contains piperine, which increases curcumin absorption by up to 2000%. Without it, most of turmeric's benefits are lost. 4. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, preventing nighttime glucose spikes that can cause micro-awakenings and fatigue the next day. When combined, these ingredients work in harmony to create a soothing, healing bedtime drink. Benefits of golden milk: eases chronic pain before sleep, reduces overall body inflammation, improves deep sleep quality, supports hormonal balance, stabilizes mood, provides emotional and physical warmth, perfect for cold or lonely nights. How to make it: in a small pot, heat 1 cup 240 milliliters of milk, dairy, almond, oat, or coconut. Add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, and a pinch of cinnamon. Stir over low heat for 3 to 5 minutes, without letting it boil. Remove from heat. If desired, add 1 teaspoon of honey when warm, only if you don't have blood sugar concerns. Drink slowly, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Important notes: if you take blood thinners or diabetes medication, talk to your doctor before adding turmeric to your daily routine. If you have gallstones or stomach ulcers, consult your physician first. 4 plant-based milks: choose unsweetened varieties to avoid sugar spikes. Who it's ideal for: people with arthritis or chronic pain, for reducing silent inflammation. Those with very light, shallow sleep: it deepens sleep phases. Anyone with accumulated fatigue: it supports muscle and hormone recovery. Those who eat a very light dinner: it can replace a light meal with a calming effect. Golden milk is more than a drink, it's an act of self-care. A warm ritual that prepares you from within to sleep better and heal while you rest. If your body feels physically tired but electrically charged, if pain makes you shift and turn more than you'd like, this drink can make a world of difference. Choosing the right drink for you: now you have 3 proven, natural bedtime drinks. Which should you try first? If you wake up often and struggle to reach deep sleep, choose tart cherry juice. If you have anxiety, racing thoughts, or a restless mind, go with chamomile tea. If you struggle with pain, inflammation, or deep fatigue, try golden milk. The secret isn't to drink all 3 at once, it's to pick one, commit to it for at least 7 nights in a row, and pair it with a small evening ritual. Your 7-night sleep challenge: here's what I recommend. Choose your drink: tart cherry juice, chamomile tea, or golden milk. Set a bedtime ritual: 10 to 15 minutes of calm before sleep. Dim the lights, turn off screens, take slow breaths. Be consistent, drink it at the same time each night. Listen to your body, notice changes in how quickly you fall asleep, how often you wake, and how you feel in the morning. Why this works: sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a vital biological function. It's during sleep that your brain clears toxins, your muscles repair themselves, your immune system strengthens, your memories are organized and stored. Without good rest, there's no real health. And the most important truth: it's never too late to get it back. Every interrupted night, every unexplained awakening, every morning yawn is your body's way of saying, "Help me rest." So give it that help. With simple, natural steps, you can begin to retrain your body for deep, uninterrupted sleep, and you can start tonight. If you've been living with poor sleep for months or years, I want you to know, it doesn't have to stay this way. You can change it. You can wake up feeling refreshed. You can have clear mornings, stable moods, and energy to enjoy your day. So here's my challenge to you: choose your drink, make it tonight, and commit to your ritual for 7 nights. Give your body the chance to remember what deep rest feels like. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs it: a sibling, a parent, a friend. We all know someone who has given up on sleeping well. This could be their first step back to health. And if you want more real solutions, explained clearly and respectfully, subscribe to this channel. Here, We talk about health as it should be, natural, science-backed, and centered on you. Tonight, I wish you a deep, uninterrupted sleep and a morning full of energy, focus, and vitality. Rest well. You deserve it.